As a part of Full Sail Partners' 10-year anniversary, we are highlighting each of our employees in a series called Getting to Know Your Coworker. Today, we are spotlighting Rana Blair. Hey, good morning, Rana.
Good morning, or good day.
Well, let's first start off with, what is your role at the company? How long have you worked at the firm, and where are you located?
All right, so I am a principal consultant. I specialize in finance, but mostly happy to say the Vantage Point planning tool. And I've been with Full Sail for 8 years, but I feel like I worked here before they actually gave me a job. I'm pretty much the last to know. So yes, it was 8 years that we made it official, that we committed. And then I live in Sacramento, California, but I pretty much am willing to work from anywhere.
All right, great. Well, the first question is a little bit about where you do work. So where do you work most frequently when you work from home?
Almost exclusively, I will work in my office. I've worked very hard in my little arts and crafts area. What you see behind me in the frame is actually a Goodwill picture where I actually covered a cork board and made it a tack board, which is currently a great place for my abacus. Don't need that much in planning though, so we're good. Yeah.
All right. Well, how about a little bit more about your morning routine? So how many cups of coffee, tea, or beverage of choice do you have each morning?
So my coffee is made by me, for me, by the Ninja. It is ready at 5:20. Usually roll out of bed about 5:30. I drink at least 3 8-ounce cups. Then I sit down at my desk at a 7 o'clock-ish, sometimes 6 or 6:30. This is Pacific time. And I've usually had my 6th 8-ounce cup. 8 ounces isn't much, by 8 or 9 o'clock. Later on in the day, I do try to switch to water if my husband makes me.
That's very specific, Rana. All right. Well, how about in-house colleagues? Any pets as in-house colleagues?
I have 2, Toby and Buddy. Apparently, you don't have to do much as my coworkers, except lay around and get in the way and beg for food.
That sounds like a perfect job.
Yeah, it is. I also have an in-house graphics department who is my husband, and he is retired, so I get 3 meals a day. And I also get random graphics whenever I ask for them. Most of them are about going from vision to vantage point successfully. So it's a lot of fun to work here in this house.
That's great. All right. Well, what would you like to be known or remembered for?
Known or remembered for? I think my helpfulness, my joyful disposition. I definitely want people to have fun. And I just want to be known as that person who you felt was warm, welcoming, and ready to help.
I definitely know you as that, and I think all of our clients do as well. So I think that is already something that you're very well known for. So
well, you gotta do it with intention. So we're never actually there.
All right. Well, if you had extra time in your day, and I don't know where this would come from because Rana doesn't really have extra time in her day, but if you did, what one thing would you do that you think would make the company a better place?
One thing I would do the company a better place. I really like finding and using and understanding and teaching other people how to use innovation. I've always been very much focused on making it better, making it faster, making it easier, involving me less, because I think there's always places where we can streamline, right? And that too is a continuous process. You'll hear me say email is so 1960 because it is. I'm hoping we can move past that.
Maybe read minds? Is that the...
Nah, sometimes you can read minds and you're like, I didn't want to know all that. It's fine.
All right. Well, what one piece of advice do you wish you had gotten sooner in your career?
Well, with consulting, the consulting half of my career so far, I think the advice I was getting from people was actually off the mark, because what they said is Rana, you got to make sure you stay focused and that you are giving 100%. Don't get in the habit of getting up in the middle of the day to do your laundry. Turns out that's not a temptation. Like, it's just not going to happen. You're not going to find me dusting randomly. Doesn't happen. What I think someone could have said to me was, you know what? You got to figure out how to separate and do your work and give it your all and be a workaholic, but also have your home life when you're working from home. So I wish I'd gotten that.
Yeah.
Don't tell me to do my laundry. Still not going to do it.
All right. Well, let's skip over to the personal side.
Oh, that wasn't personal?
All right. Well, what was your dream profession growing up?
So I was born an accountant. So my mother was a banker with the United Bank of Denver. This is in big oil days. And they were constantly building a building, really big, shiny buildings. And she had to work on Saturdays during construction. And I would go to work with her. Now, probably wasn't legal to be in a building on a floor with no actual windows or railings, but I did. And I remember looking at her and said, I'm going to have a bigger calculator than you one day. I've since reformed. I do know debits and credits, and I love them because they generally tell the truth, or they should. But I think I actually want to do more of what I'm doing, which is consulting to multiple firms.
I'm actually super surprised that accounting was what you wanted to do, and that's relatively the line that you ended up going down. So
I wrote a song about it. You want to hear it? Next video. Okay.
Next video. That sounds good. If you could compete in anything, what would be your talent and what would be the competition?
So I am currently talented, and the competition would actually be street racing, maybe some side shows, but I know that's not proper or legal. So maybe on a track. I do it on a track.
And I think now people understand why you have the biker jacket or the leather jacket for your fun photo.
I am all about the beautiful cars. I'm all about go fast. And I know more about cars than I know about any other thing. Definitely one day, bucket list has me actually driving a DB11 on a track.
Nice.
Look it up, y'all.
All right, last personal question. Okay. What's the craziest thing that you have ever done? I'm super interested in this one.
Okay, so once, I can only tell you, this is going out to everyone, so I can only tell you that once I stayed awake for 36 hours with a couple who were on their honeymoon on Maui. We stayed up for 36 hours. I fell asleep at a rave. That's kind of crazy, but we were up for 36 hours. And then we went up to Haleakala after the rave was over. So I had a little nap and we watched the sunrise. That was a kind of a long Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
That is a long day. I get the sense there's a different craziness, but we won't go there.
We'll talk about it at Project Con.
Sounds good. All right, well, let's get over to this or that. So off the top of your head, which question, as I ask the questions, which answer resonates with you the most?
Pressure.
Are you a morning person or a night person?
I am a night person that does most of her best work in the morning.
All right. Sweet or savory?
Sweet.
Freshly baked cookies or freshly baked bread?
I'm going to go with freshly baked bread.
Okay. Coffee, cola, or tea?
Definitely coffee.
On music, hip hop or country?
Definitely hip hop over country, but hey, the chicks, they're okay.
All right. Movie, comedy, or action?
Comedy.
All right. Road trip or plane trip?
If there are no highway patrol officers, road trip.
Snow or sand?
Sand. Snow.
All right, ninja or wizard?
Definitely ninja.
Teleportation or flying?
Teleportation.
All right, last one, scrambled, fried, or poached eggs?
Fried. And you got to put it between toasted toast with some butter, real butter.
Oh,
Just
Rana, I knew this would
to
be
be
a
clear.
great, entertaining interview. And so thank you so much for joining us today. I definitely know that your coworkers got to know you better today.
Well, I'm happy to share. I'm happy that we're all happy to be at Full Sail. So thank you.
Thank you.